I'd like to read something my father wrote. He gave me permission.
You're on last.
Excuse me, I'm on stage right now.
Eagle City.
I don't need to be on stage,
I'll survive.
but I am going to read a statement by my father. Okay, this is something he wrote. He gave me permission to smoke marijuana last week. But I found this when I got home. Viewpoints. Joe, Marty, feels that the variety of pot that he smokes is good for him because it helps settle his nerves. He doesn't take hard pot. He doesn't drink alcohol to any degree. My viewpoint broadly against pot or other drugs. Could be willing to accept Joe's view, except that he had admitted being smoking the last time he was feeling suicidal and has tried to have himself arrested or went to Newton Wellesley emergency when I had a heart attack. So it's hard to see how pot had a beneficial effect. Willing to relax complete ban to say okay when he feels he really needs it, but considers it quite similar to being an alcoholic. He can have just one drink. Possibly not so addictive. Our next reader is Daniel Stern.
Hi, I'd like to introduce Daniel. First, by way of saying thanks to him for handling some of our MC chores in the last few months. Also by way of saying that he will be a featured reader here. Tonight we don't have features for anyone who hasn't been here before. We usually have 2 features in the middle of the evening. Tonight we have a shortened reading. We have to be through by 9 because the house has a party. John Clifford and Steve Oakwood, along with Diane, will entertain all of their friends. Okay? So I'd also like to say that we will observe the approximate 5-minute max for the open reading for those of you who didn't know that. Okay? Thank you very much. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Dan Stern.
A number of these are revisions of poems that I've done earlier, and hopefully sharpened in these versions. In fact, the first one is called probably enough, Sharp Love. A knife is brutal as lipstick on a woman's mouth. When we kiss, we float on the edge of our mouths. I tell her, with my lips on her thumb, that I'd like to lick her down to where we all hurt. I press my tongue to her eye until her tears come out. Then we both exclaim on the point of a knife. This one is called Burning. I walk with a nude woman who takes me downstairs to the furnace, where we brew oil to spread on my lips. I rock back in her chest and let her warm skin soak into my back. She draws a line down me. She says, "Are you still afraid for us to touch each other's blood by this bloody light?" This next one is based on the condition of my room, which is kind of chaos, and attempt to kind of come to terms with that. It's called The Clean End. I slide the door open to my bedroom. The mess on the floor is a train wreck. The spines of books and the pant legs lie injured. They grapple to free themselves from the conventional hold of white shirts and ties. Someday, I'll be at my funeral, clean as a fresh grave. My clothes will lie straight as a fork in a drawer. Thank you. This one It's called Pass the Lifeboat. I want a cure like a cat in heat. I uproot the garden, looking for the bulb that will grow in air. I can smell the ruddy bulb in the earth. I'll touch that glowing filament to the hammer weight of illness that punches in my side and sends me reeling to the final fight. A boat that will drift me to the Riviera, or a boat that will drag me to the bottom of the sea. No, I'll gleam on a raft. I'll light up in hell. This was all my poems are personal, but this was when I was having difficulties with a woman and trying to resolve the eternal struggle between man and woman. Now, that sounds a bit highfalutin, but it's...
Let me know when you got it done.
Reaching for her face. Calm as the blankets at night, I lie lightly on the floor. I sense the wood holding my naked shoulders. I shake deep, like our tight embrace, which loosens. So I pull at her skin, unable to find her face. And this last one is whimsical, as evidenced by the title, Trapped Furniture. I'm leaning forward, listening for the call of the friendly furniture. The couch says, "Let me gather you in my arms. Place your head between my cushions. Turn your back to my back, and let me trace your shoulders with a woman's fingers. Oh, how I want you with a woman's heart, trapped inside this awful styrofoam." Thank you.